Hello and welcome everyone to the Jevan Show. I'm your host Jay alongside my co-host Vaughn, and we have a special that's not very special guest with us today because he is our editor. And it's Pork Chop.
Pork chop is here. Now we don't care, pork chop. We're too angry. Too angry. Pork chop. Here.
Too angry right now.
Yes. Okay.
We need to yell at people.
So it's time to vent, people. So first we couldn't record for ages because COVID, right? We get back and now America's on fire. What? Okay. So cool. COVID's starting to decline. That's cool. So in recent news, so y'all know what happened to George Floyd, right?
Yep.
Basically, at the very, very, very least, I'm not even convinced it's 100% true. Third-degree murder, because there's two autopsies, right? Two autopsies. One reports that he died from some cardiac arrest stuff. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Then an independent autopsy, which I'm not entirely sure where it's coming from, says it was from asphyxiation. Either way, the officer knew that that he was doing something that could possibly harm him, right? There's no reason for him to have his knee on his neck when he has a whole back to put his knee on, but my gosh, so dumb. Either way, you can't, I guess legally they couldn't with the autopsy say it was first degree murder, so it goes either way, but I think they did the best they could. But good gosh, right? I agree with I get why they did the protest in the first place, right? But why are we still rioting? Why?
Why all the murder? Like, why all the freaking violence?
Why are people dying? Why?
It's just not proving your point. All you're doing is making a worse situation out of a situation that was at first really bad, but peaceful protest.
You're complaining
gets
about
the point
people
across.
being murdered and turn around and literally murder. What?
Doesn't make any freaking sense.
Like, did you see the guy who was literally, and I'm not exaggerating, being stoned for protecting his business from rioting?
That should not happen. People getting stoned.
Shout out to the on-hand medics that had medical training for the guy out. Kudos to you. I heard rumors that they were Antifa medics or some crap. I don't know. I don't care. Good on you for helping that. At least there's some sane people in the riots, okay? But my gosh, why? Okay, like this. Okay, retired police captain was shot to death at St. Louis at a pawn shop. Okay, over a TV. All right, a black retired police officer was killed by rioters over a TV, and somebody wrote a sign at the pawn shop that reads, "You killed a black man because they killed a black man." And it just has a bunch of question marks. Why? Okay.
Just why?
Jay, why do you think it?
I honestly don't know. But at the point of what the riots are at, it's no longer about racism. It's about what you can get away with, and like, there's so many people you can get away with so much stuff.
I would say a small part now is racist, right? But it's
the
not,
people who cry about racists, they're the true racists.
Okay, the people that go around saying, "You people do this, you people do that," they forgot that America's kind of focused on the individual, and that one white police officer does not represent the entire race of Caucasians in America.
Plus, let's not even mention the fact that there are over 5 times more black men killing white men than white men killing black.
Or black men killing black men.
Like, why is that not racist? Why do we not scream racist every time somebody's murdered?
Why is it not racist whenever a white or black kills a white person unlawfully? Why do we not hear an outcry about that? Why are there no marches and protests over that? Very selective outrage here. I don't exactly get it, but when their whole premise is that we hate each other for whatever reason, I don't even understand. Like, It's the people think that the white people are the black people. All right. All right. So if we go with that, right? So we're going with that. Then why are the black cops and the white cops working together then? If all white people are out to get the black people.
It
I
doesn't
don't
make
know. I guess
any
they're just
sense.
racist.
Yeah, I guess it's just racism, thinking that all of us are trying to kill all slaves.
I don't understand how
It's
this
bull.
even started. Just George
Actually,
Floyd,
no,
right?
you want
That's
to know how
it.
this started? You started
Hmm.
the retarded, okay? Usually I would not blame the media for, but now it's just like, if you're a person that only listens to CNN, MS, and you just hear constant, like even the daggum mayor of New York calling his own police force racist, I think that might be a small bit of the problem, okay?
Just a
You've been
tiny,
told
tiny
for
minuscule
years,
amount.
you've been told for years that your president wants to make you slaves. What exactly do you expect from the people? Gosh.
And let's
Then,
go back just a little bit. The
alright,
protest, it's fine. You can protest.
we're talking about the right.
It is fine. The rioting is literally illegal. Whenever you break something in somebody's business, you steal something, you are a criminal.
Forfeiting your rights as an American.
You no longer have your rights.
And also, when you're physically attacking and harming people, you know what you forfeit? You forfeit your right to.
Yep.
Plain and simple. People don't want to say it. People want to think that, oh, we gotta let them get it out of their system. No. You know what'll get, you know, if somebody's attacking me, what's gonna get out of their system? Okay? If somebody's attacking me or my family, it's gonna be a slug.
It's funny, like, they go to rob some store owners and they're sitting there with their guns. The store owners are, and they run away. It's like, why doesn't every store owner do that?
Dude, like, again, the guy we were talking about that got literally stoned was just protecting his store. Just protecting his store.
I've seen a video of an old lady, literally probably in her 60s, just standing in front of her store trying to get people to leave, and 4 or 5 guys are beating her.
Yeah. Just an old
They're
lady.
All I
beating her to
know-
death.
What is wrong with you?
All I
What-
know,
why?
if I was if I was a store owner and I was getting rioted against, there would be quite a few 9mm piercing through people's chests.
Like, not even for the store. This is for your life.
Yep, for my family, for my store, for my life. If there was riots happening and they were attacking me, I would pull out a 9mm and just pierce every single one of their chests, and I would not stop. I would stop and say, "Are y'all done?" And if they kept attacking, I'd shoot again. That's just bullcrap.
Dude, like, did you hear about one of the white police officer, right? He's standing on one of the lines, and this black guy comes to him and starts literally just attacking him, right? Actually, full on punching him, attacking. But the police officer doesn't do anything because you know he's gonna be the next headline in the news. But you know what? You know what happened? A black police officer came out. The fact that even has to happen, like, do the police no longer have a right to defend themselves, or they no longer, like, do we forget that police officers are also human beings like us? White people are humans, black people are. Is that just not a thing anymore?
I guess not. There's no such thing as a human. You're either
We all-
white or black.
Yeah, apparently we now have to be split into racial classes for whatever reason, even though we spent
If
like
all
we
of
had
it,
an entire civil like, and then we had the civil rights movement. What is going on? I hear people calling for more racial, like, but we're all equal. The only time we are unequal is whenever somebody's breaking the law by discriminating against you. Okay? Sorry. It's already illegal.
Yep.
You can't just... Okay, there's a difference between... systemic racism does not is not a thing that's legal in America. If it exists, it is prosecutable, right? It can be removed. So, what are we complaining about? If there's systemic racism, find it and kill it. Obviously, not kill the person. I'm talking about as a
The ideal.
saying. Yes, I'm not saying we should murder people, but you know what I mean. Like, a judge is legally not allowed to change his decision based on somebody's race. That is. But I guess we're gonna ignore that and say we need more change for just change. Okay, guys, just change, whatever that means. We need justice, whatever that means. Apparently, your justice involves the murdering of innocent people and old retired police officers on TVs. Yeah, definitely justice, guys. Freaking justice.
Like, why do you think killing, like, the one guy who was black and died defending his store, was killing that black man justice for killing George Floyd?
Yeah, you know what doesn't
Is that
make
justice? Hey, is that LGTV? Is that gonna write that man's family a letter? He died for George Floyd. Okay, is that what you're gonna do with it? Huh? Is that what it's for? Yeah.
and the Black Lives Matter is the one that's starting all this. What I gotta
Yeah.
ask them is, did his life matter? Did David Dorns, the police captain, the black police captain that got murdered, did his life matter? All
Okay,
this has
what-
been started
what-
because Black
what
Lives Matter,
are
but you're
his-
killing black people in the process
Brendan,
too.
pork chop. What are they gonna tell his grandkids, right? Whenever
Mhm.
they're old, let's say they are old enough, right? Or they're not old enough. Say they're not old. Whenever they grow up, they're gonna get to hear, yeah, your grandpa died over an LGTV
Mhm.
because some freaking idiots decided that looting was.
It just ticks me off that the Black Lives Matter
infuriated.
are starting all this, and then they're saying, "Oh yeah, this guy,
but
these people
hey,
matter, but you
where's,
don't."
Where's the leadership of the Black Lives Matter? As innocent people are being killed, where are they at?
They need to be called out right now, and then they need to.
Like, if you're not gonna do anything, guys, I say you're a terrorist organization. Sorry.
That's the point where we're at. I mean, they
Yeah.
literally are advocating for violence at this point.
Public and private property, alright? Public and private, killing people, right? And you can't just say that it's infiltrator lives matter. Whenever it's happening at nearly every riot, people are getting injured and several have died, okay? You can't just say none of it. Okay? Well, yes, I know not all of it's Black Lives Matter, but still, even Antifa is getting in, right? And that's probably a lot of the white people.
So, let's turn our direction a little bit and talk about the tweet Donald Trump said, talking about the thugs.
Okay, if that's racist, I don't know what's not. I've
If-
called. Do you know how many times I've called white people? Like how many times? So many.
He was purely talking about the rioters. He said nothing about black people, white people, Hispanic people, Asian people. He said nothing about people. He just said thugs. So if you thought black people, I think
if
you're the
your brain,
racist.
if your brain automatically jumped to black people for thugs,
Yeah, you're the
I'm not
racist.
it's not Trump that's being. Because when I
But-
hear thug, I just think of a criminal. I don't just think of a black person.
I think of somebody who riots, who steals, who breaks
kills.
stuff. That is a thug. I don't care if he's green, blue. I don't care what color he is. He's a
I don't
thug.
care if he dyed himself purple.
But here's the thing. A few years ago, during some riots in Baltimore, Obama said the exact same thing, almost word for word. He called some people thugs, and nobody thought he was talking about black people.
Is it because he was that he was people?
So was he talking about white people? Why can we not riot about him talking about white people?
I don't even know, but okay.
Doesn't even make
I'm
any
getting
sense.
too mad about. Let's talk about the National Guard. I'm gonna guess. So basically, I heard some idiots saying that the Army and the National Guard right to be interfering with civilian So let me just quickly read you the oath. I fill in your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the name. And I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Foreign and domestic. I don't know how it gets more. They have every right under the President to, obviously with the Insurgency Act, which we'll get to, or the Insurrection Act, excuse me, to interfere in civilian affairs. Like, don't you think that's pretty clear?
I think it's pretty clear. I
Almost
didn't
like
have any
it's
trouble.
almost like the generals thought of it, or the people and our founding fathers thought. But let's
And
move
here's
on
the
to
thing.
the. Wait, what? So,
They haven't come in and just start shooting people.
no,
They haven't done anything wrong.
and also, can we stop getting mad at cops being suspicious of people right now? Considering they're actually in riots. Some it's literally, I've watched a group of people trying to drag this female officer away, police beat her. Okay. Alright, and cops are being shot, alright? And you expect the cops not to be just the least bit suspicious of people?
Just a little bit suspicious. Just like,
Slightly. Whenever some of them are being hunted and beaten. Okay? So let's shut up about that, okay? Anyway, the Insurrection Act is pretty much saying that, I mean, I can read it, it just might take a minute to read. So, we can leave a link to the actual wording in the comment.
I'll also add the Wikipedia page so
Yeah,
that you can read about it.
But looking at it, giving a very basic view, it gives the President of the United States to send in the military, Army, Air Force, and Navy upon the need of stabilization of the law cannot be by the mayor, or the mayor is if he is incapable of meeting with the mayor, he has right to activate the Insurrection Act and move in military to bring, like, keep the peace and enforce the law. So he's not overthrowing the mayor, he's sending in the military to hold the. So.
It's not even the first time that this is like
And
happened.
I hear, yeah, okay, George Bush used it for Hurricane Katrina.
And then before him, John F. Kennedy used it. Mr.
Also,
Eisenhower
it
used
was
it to protect Little Rock
used in
9.
It was used in 1992, with the Los Angeles riots.
Thomas Jefferson
Um,
freaking used this. And that was in 1808.
So I see people acting like it's some new thing that's been around over 200 years, but you know. Anyway, Trump has the right to do that, which I think they should. The mayor in New York is an absolute garbage. Like, he's literally garbage, not doing anything to actually quell the riot. All right, business are being destroyed, people are being beaten. Like,
And he's just
what are
sitting
you
there
doing?
calling his own police department racist.
yeah, he'll do the bare minimum. Riots are getting too out of control. He doesn't want to lose all of his business there, lose all of his tax money. He gets to reap every year and then just be rich. No, that's too much. That's too much. But you know, he's got to let some of the people suffer, right, Stein? Oh gosh, dude, Trump has every right to move in, whether you agree that he should or not. He has the legal right to do so. I think he should, because this is literally what the National Guard is for. Like, for stuff like this, for inspections. Which I would say it is at this point. There's two halves right now of the riots. There's one, we talked about the racist side, who think they have racist also being. There's also the side, like the more Antifa-oriented side, like that they want to overthrow the government. They don't want this type of people, eat the rich type of, right? So it's like, you're a business, therefore you are part of the. because they gotta make the corporations hurt, even though they're destroying mom shops. That's what the guard is for, to protect the civilians. Come on, you're wanting to break the system, attack civilians, and you don't expect the guard to come in. The police force is literally out.
It's just getting out of control, and
You know.
stinking mayor is not helping matters.
Like, why are we right? Why are there riots in Little Rock? By the way, why? Or protests? I don't know if they turn into. But I heard there were protests in. Guys.
In Little Rock, is that what you
This
said?
is Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard rioters are being bussed in to Little Rock.
Yeah. Our governor. Obviously we live in. Actually prepared for this, right? You literally already had SWAT and everything set up in case things got out of hand, which kudos to you. Thank you for actually being prepared. Supposedly, workshop, the rioters and protesters were towards our city, which was not.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear anything else.
Yeah, I've heard a
Here's
couple
the thing.
businesses being broken into too in Little Rock.
The further
Little
south
Rock?
you go, like,
The
the
less it
fewer the
happens.
riots, because
Because
people
bang,
have guns
bang.
in the south.
Other than Dallas, the absolute cesspool of what has become of Dallas.
Right.
But Dallas' stinging surprises me, because it's Texas. Like, half the people
No,
there
okay.
carry.
Pork chop. You have not been to Dallas recently.
I have
Dallas
not.
is a liberal leftist cesspool.
Oh my word.
It's disgusting.
Well, everywhere
So-
else in Texas, I doubt it could get taken over.
No. Okay, they don't want to take over. They just want to destroy. They want chaos. And yes, I know I'm general, but yeah, I'm generalizing the riot, breaking, destroying. So yeah, screw you, general.
You got the right to be generalized after all that.
Exactly. Like, whenever you're the ones committing the crimes, you're the one beating people, you're the one killing people, you're in general. We haven't done anything wrong. Why do we get to be generalized with?
If we get to be generalized as your people and all that, and you are destroying
if you
things,
want to play
you get to be
class, if you want to play
generalized.
class, you're the killing people. Priest.
Here's my thing. If you are white and you're out there rioting for Black Lives Matter, you are racist because you're the one who's saying Black lives are so undermined, they're of such a lower class than us, blah, blah, blah. You're the racist one because nobody said that. You're the one who's saying that. White privilege is not a thing.
Hey, we are equal under the law, so basically you're protesting that some people have independently chosen race, taking it out on white. How is that not racist?
So stick it. How come Joe Biden can call people who are black not black, and Trump can just say the word thugs and people think he's racist?
Oh my word, you're so right. He literally said, you're not black.
He called people who are black not black.
If you support Donald
Oh yeah, if you don't support me,
Oh.
if you support Donald Trump, you're
Oh,
not black.
my
Oh
word.
my word. I forgot
Also,
about that.
If Trump had said that, he would have been impeached, right? Let's
He
be
would,
honest.
yeah, without
Then
question.
it's literally just not in the news. Like, bias question mark? Also, watching Chris Cuomo, alright, talk about these largely peaceful protests, trying to find a camera where stuff wasn't burning and people weren't rioting was the funniest thing I've ever seen. He was just like, oh, let's switch to this next camera. Like, you see him running away from rioters. Go to our person in Dallas as there's giant riots going on there, cars burning. Like, so these protests, which were largely peaceful for 3 hours, I was starting to turn violent. As all of them were violent. Gosh. Oh, gosh.
Going back to Joe Biden, I know I'm going to say this wrong, but he said, like, rich kids are more lucky than black kids. Like, what?
Dude, I'm
What?
so done with Joe Biden. He's gonna get dominated in the election. Let's
And
just
how
be
is
honest.
how is that not racism or anything? How?
Oh,
Just
I don't know. You know what I want?
unbelievable.
You know what I want? I want that guy that killed George Floyd to be in jail for a very long time.
Yes.
I also want increased training for police officers. I think we should have a larger police force so they don't get overwhelmed and act out of turn, because some of them might feel cornered, which I know I'm not giving excuses. I'm just giving instances which might help with having a larger and more trained force. I'm not giving an excuse for violence or undue violence given towards civilians, right? I'm not making excuses or anything. But I'm saying I think we should have more people in the police force, which obviously we just have to have they'd have to hire more people, but I think we should have better training. I mean, if you cannot physically restrain a person on your own, you should not be allowed to be a police officer. I'm sorry. Like, these little, like, these real skinny... Okay, I'm not being racist, sexist, fatphobic or anything, but when you are on the front lines of a riot, I don't want to see a little 5-foot person, 250 pounds, that if nudged will fall over, protecting me from rioters. I'm sorry. I know it's unpopular. Our police force needs to be competent, needs to be capable, and this stuff will not happen at Tree. And people like the person who killed George Floyd instantly fire him the second anything seems like that might happen. But yeah, police reform, please.
Another thing
But-
I actually want more people to start carrying so that this doesn't actually happen and they don't get overwhelmed in cities like this.
Yeah, but again, that's more of an independent thing.
Mhm.
But now, all right, let's get off of this. Let's get to a little more lighthearted thing.
So,
Let's
yeah,
go to people are stupid moments.
really fast, closing thought. Was the police officer wrong? Yes, he was. He needs to be served his justice. Is protesting good? It's fine, okay? It's fine.
Protesting
With it.
is enshrined in our constitution. It is
Yeah, it is fine. Do it. Is rioting right?
no. Rioting and
rioting.
protesting are two different things.
Alright. Now we got that out of the way.
Jay,
Let's move on. to
what
some-
is your people are stupid?
You know what, Ron? I'm gonna let you go first.
Wait, well, listen,
Me
listen,
first?
guys. We gotta wait for
I'll
our
give
intro
you
to
the
play.
question.
We gotta wait for this people are stupid intro to play. Ready? Alright,
Oh.
cue
Oh, yeah,
here,
yeah,
cue
yeah.
So
here.
let's, yeah.
Alright,
People are stupid.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, this should be long
alright,
enough.
should play now. Alright, cool, cool. So, my first one ticks me off, right? So, you know how people have been talking about police reform? I just talked how I think it should have more funding towards better training, and psychopaths that like to kill people for fun should not be let in. Seems like an option. But John Legend, Natalie Portman, and other celebrities signed letter to defund the police. Why?
Because
You
it's
want police
obviously gonna help.
reform. You want police reform. You want better training, but you want to give them less money. I feel like I don't have to say anything. I don't think I should have to say anything. It'd be pretty obvious, retarded. Like, come on.
Whenever he walks places, who does he have protecting him? Mr. Legend. I think they're police. So I would say if you want to do that, then you shouldn't have your police protecting you.
Exact. Okay, Mr. John Legend. Mr. John Legend. Who protects you at all of your big singing events? Who protects you at The Voice? Security officers and police officers. Who escorts you? Police officers. Okay? So you want to defund those people? Oh no, actually no, I'm sure you're paying. I'm sure, never mind. His security force would be fine. All of ours would just be worse. That's right, guys?
Yep.
We just all gotta become millions. At least. Need to do. That's all we gotta do. But Pork chop, what is your people are stupid about? I'm gonna literally blow some brain cells up more
Well,
about mine.
Governor Cuomo said that Trump has done nothing for New York. And I say to that is, you're not letting him do anything for New York. I think that's so retarded.
He's literally not letting him.
He's literally
And then
saying,
Trump's like, if you
no.
don't do something, I'm gonna send in the army. Cuomo, governor just turns around and is just like, but you're not doing anything.
Yep.
What? I'm so done with de Blasio. Just
Andrew Cuomo and de Blasio are literally doing nothing. They have no right to say that Trump is not doing anything if they're letting him do his job.
I can't wrap my brain around the stupidity of these two human beings. Okay? There's politics. Oh no, okay, I forgot. Us lower citizens worthy of the political cost of letting Trump do something, right? Our lives are not that important. Alright? That's the thing. So their politics comes forget that shit. We're not. And some might say I'm attributing motive. Yes. Don't care. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done trying to play PC. Yeah, you guys are absolute dirtbag. Jay, what's your people are stupid about? Again, I'm literally lose half of my frontal lobe thinking.
Mine finally doesn't have anything to do with it.
Thank you.
We're going to Blake Snell. Pitcher.
Here, re-say that, Jay. You're cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, Jay.
It's Blake Snell. He's a pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays. He won Cy Young 2 years.
You're still cutting out, Jay.
Jay, we're probably
Jay,
just going to end it here.
You got something up with your internet.
We're just going to end it here. Alright.
Yeah, we'll just end it here. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever. Sorry you had to endure the pain of actually knowing I made that mistake too. So, hopefully you've been a little more informed today. Leave your comments below if you're as angry as I am to rage in the comment.
I'm right because I'm raging.
Yes. Stay safe, my guys and girls. We will see you on.
Bye.
Wise men say, if you want to be happy, then you